Hi everybody, it's Jen here. This is my 6th Project Life process video. Today I'm using the March Project Life kit from HipKit. I actually did not buy this kit in March. I actually ended up ordering in April because um, I just liked it so much. I thought it was worth the extra money because I already get the main kit, that I asked her if there's some left to please send me one. These are exclusive cards done with Evalicious, which is a company that I love, and obviously not just for their puffy stickers like I thought. So I wanted to keep this layout nice and light and bright, and these cards are just beautiful. They're so airy, they're not busy, they give you lots of flexibility for what you're going to do with them, and I really liked that hello so much that I used both of those cards with the hello on it. I just thought it was really cute. So here I'm just fitting a card into this, or sorry, fitting a photo into the spot on the card, the little frame. It doesn't quite 100% fit, but I think it actually looks good with a little bit of white in the corners, kind of frames it a little bit, almost like photo corners. And I'm just going through and trimming to fit this one as well. So that card was actually a vertical card, and I've put it horizontally and then covered up the numbers I think that there was for journaling with my photo instead, and then just have the words running down on, and it just looks like it is supposed to be like that. So I like that a lot. I always use Design A. Well, I shouldn't say always, but I pretty much always use Design A. I just think it keeps my life easier. So vertical 4x6 cards do not work for me, and horizontal 3x4 cards do not work for me. So I think I might have a few from this kit that will have to get used for scrapbook layouts instead of Project Life, because they won't end up getting used any other way unless I cut them or something like that, or do something clever like turn it on its side. I don't think that worked with any of the other cards though. So as I said, I kept it really simple, and I'm just using, I think almost exclusively just the stuff that came in the kit. So we got a pack of My Mind's Eye stickers. There was the labels that you see there, and some gold, and also some alphas, which didn't have T's, which is really weird as a big screw up on the part of My Mind's Eye. We also got these exclusive die cuts from Evalicious, which are also super cute. And they had come in the main kit that month as well. And so I wanted to use a bunch of those because I thought they were really nice, and then they added some pops of color. I believe I used this layout for the Cool Colors challenge. I did add a little bit of pink in, which is a little bit of a warmer color, but it was because the wording worked more than anything else, because my photos, as you can see, are mostly cool blues and greens. But that pink one, I think it says "I love us" or something like that, and it was perfect for that photo. So there's those alphas that were missing a T, but luckily this is March, so it doesn't matter. And it says the week of something to something. I just kind of ignored that, and I put March and then and then I put the dates. I think this is the 9th to the 12th, or the 7th to the 12th, or something like that. Whatever the dates are for this. And I just kind of ignored that wording to make it fit for my purposes. Let's see. Yeah, there was some little shaped clips. Now, I don't know why these clips were super tight. I think these were Webster's pages. I had a super hard time getting it to go on, and it actually ripped my paper a little bit there, so it really limited where I could put that clip because I was trying to cover up the rip. So I think I moved, that's why I ended up moving. Did I do that? I'm trying to remember. I know I had to cover up that rip. I don't know what I'm doing, staring at it for so long. Probably just annoyed with myself over the rip. Oh, I know what I'm doing, and I meant to cut this out. So sorry. I'm looking for my kids in the photo because I wanted to make sure if I put that blue die cut down in that corner, sorry, I totally should have edited this out, I didn't cover up one of my kids. I could not find my older son. He's probably maybe behind somebody, or honestly these days, as he's getting older, he's going to be 13 in August. Sometimes in photos I'm looking for a much shorter and younger looking boy than what my boy actually looks like now. Not that I don't know what my child looks like, I don't mean that. I just mean sometimes I forget, you know what I mean? That he's older and that he looks older. And so there I ended up putting it in the top corner because I didn't want to cover him up. But I think I ended up putting something down there to cover up that rip. I don't remember now. I should always put the layouts with me, but I'm hiding in my bedroom, sitting on the bed doing voiceovers for a bunch of videos that I did this weekend so that I can have them all ready to post over the rest of the week. So that was basketball camp, and if you've watched the video that I will be posting first, I did a basketball camp layout as well, and that'll go in my album right across from this. But I like to put something small in my project life, and I usually will write C layout when I do that. The one that I'm working on right now is actually a photograph of the TV screen. We were watching Austin Powers with my younger son, and in this particular video they said that Dr. Evil's headquarters was in the top of the Space Needle in Seattle, and it said Starbucks. And we love Starbucks, and the scene was so funny because number 2, his evil henchman, said that he found a way to make a ridiculous amount of money in legitimate business, and so much money that it almost seemed like that it wasn't a legitimate business, and that business was Starbucks, and we found that so funny. So this photo, you can see it says, we actually rewinded the movie to this spot. We didn't go that far past it, but we rewinded to take this picture because they actually have like a Starbucks sign on the top of the Space Needle, and then the screen says Dr. Evil's headquarters, Seattle. So I don't know, for us, we just found that so funny. So we had to take a picture of it, and then I think I wrote in there that, you know, it was movie night, and we found this really funny. So anyways, sticking down more of those die cuts, I'm just using my tiny attacher. It looks like it's working for this layout. It's been causing me some grief. And I'm using some of this gold. So I try to get a little bit of gold on each one of these cards. So it's really hard to tell in the video, but those are sort of shiny gold stickers, and I'm putting little bits. I end up putting a little bit on each one of the cards. And then that sticker pack also came with a bunch of labels, which I love, and so I'm using those to help decorate and for my journaling. If you've watched any of my Project Life process videos before, you'll know that I tend to keep my journaling to a minimum with Project Life. I try to just highlight the main thing, because if I have a ton to say about something, I usually make a layout of it. That's usually my my rule, I guess, Jen's rule, if that makes any sense, for whether it's Project Life only or whether it gets a layout. If I have a lot to say, I usually end up making it into a layout. So for sometimes everyday photos get a layout of them as well. But a lot of the times the photos really can speak for yourself, you know, like if it's like, you know, a picture of basketball camp on Project Life, I don't really need to say very much other than Project Life. But if there's a story to tell behind that basketball camp, then I might make a layout out of it. Anyways, so what am I doing? I am just accessorizing, glamorizing here. We got a pack of sequins, and so I'm just spreading those around the layout for a little extra bling. They're pretty, and I like them. There was gold and pink, and a couple different shades of blue in the pack, and some different shapes. I just used the circle ones on here, and here I'm fiddling, and I fiddle for a while. I tend to do that. But just sprinkling some on some of, I don't think I put some on every single one, but just sprinkling them around, and figured out that I needed to write basketball camp, and I'm pretty sure I wrote basketball camp, C layout. and another gold to go on that particular card. It's a gold plus sign. Thought it worked for basketball. Putting some more sequins down on that one. Yeah, those die cuts that we got from Evalicious, I really like them. I like the colors. They were nice and bright without being like neon, which isn't really my favorite. And they're not like really bright primary colors. They're sort of muted, like complementary colors, which is what I really like to use. Oh, and we got a pack of this Craft Market like tiny word phrases, and I had actually already bought one of these, but these are so easy to use, like for everything, that I didn't mind having 2 packs of them. And I'm just sprinkling, looking at phrases that work and putting a few around in different places here. I'm getting pretty close to being finished, I think. What am I doing? Oh, here I'm tucking another like flag sticker, and then I'm putting that paper clip over top of it. I think it was just bugging me a little bit that wasn't quite right in that corner. And end up using that. I'm not sure. Don't remember. You can see me thinking. Twiddling my thumbs. Not twiddling my thumbs. My goodness, I think it's dinner time. I'm tapping my fingers. I think it's definitely dinner time, and this is the 3rd video that I've done a voiceover for in the last hour, so apparently I'm getting a little bit dumb. So, apologies. What am I putting in here? Oh yes, the blank space inside of the paperclip was bugging me just a little bit, so I actually pulled off the word us, and I put that inside of the paperclip to sort of fill up some of that space in the background. Some more sequins, and then I'm moving on to this last photo here that I hadn't really done anything with, and grabbing another label to just write a little bit down. I think I was deciding that color wasn't going to work. I think it was almost the exact same color as the card above it, and so I grabbed out a different one, and then I didn't want to do it on the same corner as well, so I moved it over to the right side instead. And I'm looking for a little bit more gold again to add on to this one. And I'm using 3 little gold triangles to point into the photo. A little bit of gold onto that one. Just thinking here again, adding a couple more words. It's really pretty. I like using full-size 4x6 photos and then just adding my embellishments on top of that. I think it's kind of a nice, restful. I think when they're all cards with smaller photos, sometimes it gets really busy on your eyes. So I tend to try not to over-embellish. Sometimes I do. I over-embellish and I look at it later and I think, oh, you could have stopped any time. But that's also fun, right? It's kind of like doing a whole bunch of mini layouts. That's the one thing I really like about Project Life, is it feels like a bunch of mini layouts, and so you kind of get a lot of satisfaction out of getting these done because you feel like you've done so much. And you've, captured a whole week at once, which is also nice. Just writing down what's going on that one. This one I did a layout about as well. There's several. The basketball camp I did a layout. That one right there I did a layout. That was our date night. I think I actually did 2 layouts because I was so happy about it. And oh, there's the end, and there's your close-ups. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye now.